Thank you, Madam President. Uh, I wasn't planning on speaking, but I've been listening here. And first of all, I'd like to applaud the governor for addressing this fiscal issue. It's been long overdue. And also to Senator Leone, he mentioned that this was the first step in the process. And I agree with him. I think this is a very good start in this process of addressing the fiscal issue that faces our state. It's simply, though, what we have in front of us is simply a refinance. I'm a real estate broker. I see this on a regular basis. And it's really, we are buying ourselves some time. I know that Senator McLaughlin made reference to credit cards that were tapped out back in 2009, and people refinancing are adding those to their home equity loans, and they're refinancing their homes, and in the end, the results weren't that good. However, it is an opportunity for us to buy ourselves some time, and the results from the spreadsheet that I have here in front of me is, we are saving $575 million in the first year, and then another half a billion dollars the following year, and it will help. There's no two questions about it. However, in the long run, it does concern me. And should we follow this and continue for the next 30 years, we are adding another $11 billion, assuming some of these projections or assumptions are correct. And then I just feel it's simply wrong for us to pass this along, that future debt, to the next generation. What I've heard here is reform, and that there's going to be further conversations, which I'm happy to hear about. I think that's what everybody is anticipating on us doing is pension reform and getting our fiscal house in order. It sounds like it's going to take place. What I haven't heard, though, is should we agree to this pension financing agreement, that this is going to be revisited, that this is going to be part of the wider discussion that Senator McLaughlin made mention to. I don't think that we should just agree to this and this is set in stone for the next 30 years, and we should not be revisiting this. I think we do have to go back to it simply because we just cannot pass this along to our next generation. If that was the case, I think my vote would be different today. And let me just add one other thing, and I'll finish, is that wider picture, or the wider discussion, not only should include the pension reform that we're all talking about here today, but also the ones that are ongoing, from what I understand, but it should also address the definitions for the constitutional spending cap. I think that should be part of the discussion. So I'm going to close. I'm not going to be voting in favor of this today, but I did want to make my remarks known that there is a wider picture that we should be looking at, and perhaps reopening this agreement today, should it pass, should be part of that as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Martin. Will you remark? Senator Susie.